Hello, my name is Paul, and today we're going to talk about the ELaser countertop system. The system is made up of two major components. There's the Measure Manager software that controls the process and creates your drawings for you. It allows you to interface with other programs. And then there's the laser itself, which we can see here in the middle of the screen. Right now I am pointing it towards a mirror. It has built-in video that allows you to see what it is pointing at. In the video you do not see the red dot, but at the job site you will for easier visualization. And you'll see that it's mounted on a tripod. The tripod has a dome head, which easily allows you to manipulate it to get it close to level. You don't have to use the feet. When you turn the unit on, it's self-level, so it does all that work for you. Other 2D systems, you're forced to try and get it as level as you can, and then it's just as accurate as you are. So the crosshair here in the video, that's the exact measurement location of the beam. So today we're going to go ahead and measure a couple countertops. I'm going to kind of pan around the room a little bit, let you see what we're going to measure. We're going to measure this straight top here second, and we're going to measure this L top first. So I'll be doing that, and you'll see that down in the corner here we have an obstruction, what might be a large pipe or what have you, that we're going to measure around. And also you'll see over here that we've got some fixtures that help us measure edges that we can't see. So these are set up in a new construction environment and allow us to measure 360 degrees even though the edge cannot be seen. And over here we use this L bracket right here to place these same fixtures on top of an existing countertop, so again we can get 360 degrees access to anything we can't see. So I'm going to go ahead and start to measure, so I'll go ahead and minimize the screen here. And the first thing we do is we tell it we want to measure the x-axis of the countertop. So I'm going to take 2 points left to right, just taking them across the front edge of the cabinet, or it could be the back wall. And then I just tell it, in here we've got some general settings that we can identify of what we like for outside radiuses, inside radiuses, overhangs. Do we want a backsplash? If so, what height? Do you want to oversize to cut at the job site? The wall lines, do you want them straight ascribed? How do you want your labels and dimensions identified? Any colors settings, things like that. So that's all going to happen automatically. So we just go to our countertop mode, and we're going to measure around the countertop. So I'm going to measure 2 points along each edge here. So I'm measuring the right hand edge, and you'll see the points come up on the screen. I'll come along the front edge, continue around, taking my points. I don't have to worry about being at the same height because the system manages that automatically. I'll go up to the back wall where I'll take more points to identify some scribe information. Again, just take as many points as we want along the wall. I can go right into the corner if I like. Continue along, seeing my highs and lows, whatever distance I want. And once I've taken the data, I hit the enter button and it draws my countertop for me, all based on the specification. So I've got overhangs, I've got radiuses, we've got the backsplashes, all based on what parameters I used. If I want to edit anything, I go into our editing tool and pick a label or an edge. It tells me what it is, a finished edge with an 1.5 inch overhang. Maybe I want that to be 3 inches. I just type 3 and enter, and it changes for me dynamically. If I want to do the same thing with a radius, I can do that as well, and it changes everything for me. Updates all of my information on square footage, linear footage, splash footage, updates the length of my splash for me, and I'm ready to roll. I can export that to DXF. I can use all of my CAD tools to do any kind of manual editing I want. If I got any additional features, such as that pipe that was in the corner, I can measure that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and take some points around that pipe and measuring it as a circle, which mathematically is just 3 points, but I'm going to actually take more than that because our system is unique in that it does what we call best fit and allows you to take more data points and do a best fit average for increased accuracy. So it draws that for me. And now I'm ready to move on. If I've got another countertop, I just come over here, select countertop, and I'll go to my next top. So I'll come over to my first edge, and again just start taking data points. Now these two tops are going to be related to each other, and I can see exactly what relationship they have, as well as their size. Come to the far end where we've got the existing top. I'm using the fixtures to measure that edge. And then we'll take some points along the back wall. And again, the system does all our trimming for us. I hit the enter button and it draws for me. Again, I can dynamically edit. I can come in here and say maybe this is going to be a 3-inch overhang instead of the 1.5. Okay. Now maybe we want to identify some other locations for a sink center. Maybe I want to measure the width of a window to be able to find its center point to be able to locate a sink. So I'm going to go ahead and measure 2 points behind the countertop. You'll see it just drew a line here that represents the width of the window, and then I might take a center point. That might be the center of the cabinet run. So 2 different ways of grabbing that sink center point. Come in here and take a point. And so it's added that point for us. And now I can come in here and add a sink. I can have as many sinks as I want. And it says what is the front edge. I'll grab the front edge of the countertop. Where do we want to place it? Maybe we'll place it on the sink, the center point that we measured. And what is our setback? Maybe it's 4 inches. Select that and it positions our sink. But the sink is dynamically editable as well. So if I come in here, I can select the sink. I can change its offset. And I can also change its position. Maybe I want to go back to the midpoint of that window. And it repositions it. So the system is totally dynamic to make all the changes you need, as well as providing all the additional functions in CAD to be able to draw your own tops or create other manual modifications. Another nice tool within the system is this offset tool. And this has a little arrow on it at the tip to be able to point to a location I can't see. And through a dynamic function, we just measure target 1, target 2, and it automatically gives us the position we can't see. So it's fully functional, fully integratable, fully 3D. So call us now and learn more about the ELaser countertop. Thank you.